Hey guys, you're here with Nush Cope on the Wall of Music, and today I'm at Edmonton County School where I'm going to be catching up with the Compozers, and if you're lucky you might be able to catch a sneak peek of their live performance. Let's go!
Man, try see better than me. Well, we can tell man, shut up. Mention my name in your tweets. I boy, shut up. Better than me? Shut up. Best in the scene. Tell man, yo, come man, call me a backup dancer. On stage at the Brits, I'm a backup dancer. If that makes me a backup dancer, the man your bits.
Okay, so I found them. Of course, they're in the music room. Surprise, surprise. Let's go grab them. Yes! Nice equipment you got there, guys. Lovely. Okay, so guys, I'm here with 3/4 of the Compozers. Yes. I'm here with Stephen, Nana, and David. Hi guys, you alright?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, thanks for chatting to me today. No I understand that, Nana, we're in your school, we're in your ends. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit what it was like growing up in North London?
It was a crazy time, like obviously the time like 2003 to 2008 when I was in Edmonton County. I saw a lot of things change, saw the ends change a lot, but then I also saw a lot of people progress and become really successful. So it's a really heartwarming experience to be back in Edmonton County, seeing some of the teachers that taught us when we was younger, and it's crazy, man, honestly. Yeah.
And Stephen, what kind of child were you in school? Were you good? Were you a good student?
Cool. I was alright. Do you know, it's because I was always like involved with music, so it's like I wasn't really like involved. Obviously, I knew everyone like the same. I think we was all the same. Like we just knew the necessary people to know. So it's like I was always out of trouble. Obviously, got into a bit of trouble sometimes in school. Did things I shouldn't do, but overall, like I was cool. Like I was cool in school. Yeah, always just in the music room, really and truly.
And what about you guys? So when did kind of your passion for music shift from becoming a hobby to something that you actually wanted to pursue a career in? David?
I'll say around 2013. That's when we made this official and said, you know what, let's take this to the next level. You know, yeah, literally. Like we were at Nana's house and Stephen always says this, we had Chinese and it was just like, yo, I think, yeah, Nana and Brian came with this vision, like, you know, we want to take this to the next level and we want to really, utilize these talents and make something out of them. So, you know, from there we said, yeah, let's do this seriously, 4 guys, let's take this music thing serious and yeah, go for it. And then we just started having back-to-back shows and now we're here.
And who would you say were your inspirations growing up and like in your community? Kind of who were your heroes to kind of power you forward?
I think coming up in music, I think before I met them, I was really into like session playing, so like playing for different artists. So I think I looked up to a lot of drummers. I'm not gonna bother saying names, but like some drummers that played with people like Mary J. Blige, Stevie Wonder, like they played with all these kind of acts, and then I think like closer to home people as well. So through like our endeavours, I knew people that were playing with like people like Tiny Temper, Jessie J, who was big, like all the N-Dubs, like all those big acts, like drummers that would play with them. So those were kind of people like I looked up to kind of at that time.
I always used to look up to like bands and stuff, so like Maroon 5 and Earth, Wind and Fire and like Oasis, and like I think my palette for music consumption is pretty wide. Like I like a lot of different styles of music, but yeah, it's mostly them kind of styles like where I was inspired because of their creativity of how they brought their instruments to life and how they performed, not always with a front man, but sometimes where it's just a crazy instrumental presentation, and that always really got me excited and thought, why isn't there something like that to our generation? And then that's what brought about the inspiration for me.
So that brings me really nicely onto my next point, where I've been thinking, I feel like you guys really have a niche because there's nothing else like this out there. And it's so rare that we hear live music nowadays and live instruments, and it's beautiful. Do you think we should encourage artists to use more live music, more bands?
100%.
Yeah. How can we do that in this day and age?
Hey, all the artists use a live band. Call the Composers. No, I'm joking. But do you know what? Yeah, I think like a lot of artists, you know, even with us when we've worked with artists, like sometimes like I watch their reactions when we're playing, even just rehearsals, not even the show, and like they can literally stop singing, just look like, because it's such a like, I'd say surreal to like, you know, you've been in the studio as an artist, you've heard your music being created, and to hear a live band imitate that, like it's crazy. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like it always brings a different dynamic to the show, like all the time. Like, you know, the thing is, as sick as DJs are, really and truly, the only thing you can do is pull up. Like, that's it. Pull up the tune, literally. And literally, you're pulling up the song. Sometimes we've seen songs be pulled up like 10 times, and it's like, we get it now. But with a band, like, you can easily like play that chorus again. Like, I don't even want to sing. Let the guitarist play a solo. Let the drummer play a solo. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just so many cool things like you could do with a live band. So yes, all the artists, call the Composers. Bookings at composers.co.uk, and let's make this happen.
That was good. And you guys have a really exciting show coming up at the Roundhouse in December. I've got my ticket.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
I'm going to buy it off Brian. That was a quick save. Yeah, how are you feeling about that?
Elated.
Yeah. Oh, I like that word. Elated.
We're in school, so you know we had to
Use that good grammar and vocabulary. Nana, excited?
Yeah, like yeah. What can I say? Yeah, no. A Night of the Composers is an exciting time every year. Obviously, it's our annual show. It's a musical experience. The hardest thing really is to explain what A Night of the Composers is to people who haven't experienced it before, because you have to feel it. You can't really use words for it, because what we're doing is we're bringing a vibe, we're bringing an atmosphere that you can't really use words for. But this year, the 5th edition, Roundhouse in Camden, 3,000 people are going to be there vibing. You know what I mean? We're going to be playing all your favorite hits from all the different genres in the world. You get me? We got a couple special tricks that we're going to pull out of our sleeves for the night. You get me? Like, we're just taking our production and our show to a whole new level. So you want to be there, trust me. You don't want to be that person at home watching on Snapchat like, oh my gosh, I missed the show. All of that kind of thing. You want to be there. Buy your ticket. You get me?
Yeah, what's funny is that I've seen you guys' stuff on YouTube and your music and stuff, but today, seeing even a live performance in a school hall just took it to another level. Like, it doesn't do it justice. It doesn't. So yeah, guys, get your tickets now. We'll put the link somewhere. Yeah.
You guys ready? Alright, come over to the front. I want to see you guys turn up properly.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys there at the Roundhouse, A Night with the Composers.